This video is to go through the setup of the TCF module for Inquiry Max, our FCA tool. So if we go into tools first of all, so the setup really starts in dealer options. So with a dealer option, if we go into just edit one of these, so if I choose to put in vehicle price from and vehicle price to and a term cover, it will affect what product gets recommended or made eligible for a customer dependent on the answering of their questions. Now, if you don't want the gap policy to be governed by a vehicle price or a specific term cover, then just leave all these areas blank. So that all these areas here. Okay. Now, with that set as it is there, so if I sell a car that's either worth less than £10,000 or more than £20,000, it will not recommend this product. Okay, I will not be able to add it onto a deal. With the term cover there set at 24, if I tell the retailer that I change every 3 years and that is set in my customer information, then it also will not recommend this product. So just please do bear in mind that when you're setting up your dealer options and you take on the TCF module, it will obviously have an impact determined by these areas, these 3 areas here. Okay. Now, if we move away from this and go down to our added value option. So added value option means that the product will appear in the added value section of the offers page. Now, the benefit of that is you can actually take the added value options away from certain users. So if you have sales execs that aren't FCA accredited yet, then you can give them a certain level of access so they can't actually reach any of your insurance products. They sit in a separate area. If we leave this blanket, the product will appear in tools. Okay, but if I do tick the box, then it won't appear in accessories. Sorry, it will appear in added value products. So I'm just going to save that. We also have TCF module. So if we go into here, this is how we set up the questioning and areas as well. So we've got the IDD, just drag and drop the PDF in and that will load. We have added value products. So in here, once I've added an added value product, it will put a star next to that product, which means it needs questioning or it needs something adding to it. So the product title is here, the summary description. We have a sale time restriction stopwatch available on all of our insurance products. And then we can embed YouTube videos or MP4 videos, whatever you have available. In this case, YouTube with a URL link. And then we can add our qualification questions or decision tree. So once you add your first question, you can then choose how that flow works. So would there be a financial benefit for you if you were to receive a separate payment to cover the difference between the original purchase price of your vehicle or the amount to settle a financial agreement and the sum that your motor insurance company pays out at the time of a total loss? So I can actually put another question in here which will be asked if they answer yes to that original question or no to that original question. So we're actually directing the customer through a quite specific process flow to ensure that the decision tree is highlighted in the correct way as what you intend. So if I just come away from that now, we can also make certain questions qualifying questions. So if he answers yes to the first one, then that can be a question that immediately makes him eligible for that product, or we recommend that product. Or if he answers no to it, same thing happens. So it's very configurable how you get this set up for you. The key facts are all input by yourselves. So you would take your key facts of each product and either add them by text or by source code. So if you add them by source code, you can make have some nice images and overlay text, etc. over the top of that image. We would have to do that for all of our products with a star next to them, and then we move on to our finance products. So finance products, we've got hire purchase PCH and PCP, and again we just put a little description against each one, and then a YouTube or video link and again set up our questioning so the customer knows why we're maybe recommending that product. And then as we go through, we have the customer declaration. So in here, again, you put your declaration in here to say the customer's received the questioning and been talked through the IDD, etc. Pack summary. So you can choose whatever you want in these. As I said, they're all configurable by you. Again, by source code if we want to. And then settings. So this is where the system gets really clever in terms of how we can block certain things from happening. So a product cannot be added to the deal if the customer is not qualified for the product. So that's where we can say, well, if the customer is on a 3-year change cycle, we won't be able to offer them any 2-year gap policies. Block order form if question's incomplete, block sending of offer, and you can see there the different areas that we can actually stop the process from going forward unless the questioning's been asked to the customer to make sure that we've done our due diligence and gone through that correctly. Once you've got that all set up in the way that you would like, then we can go through the process of what a customer sees and how it works in the sales process.